Hey, what's up? It's another episode of Watch You Strappin, and these are not watch reviews. They are just quick wristwatch check of the day with a strap of choice, just to show hopefully some interesting pairings. At least I like to think so. But if it's a relatively new watch, I'll probably show it on its stock bracelet or strap option first before I start, pairing it with something else. And today, this is the I believe this is the Seiko SRPG 59. 59 or 69? Pretty sure it's SRPG 59 K or J1. But it'll be in the description. Sorry, it's been a long day and I have not done one of these in a while. But this is part of the Save the Ocean line, which is a pretty good cause. So, part of the sales go towards that project to basically help the environment, right? And this is the this specific theme, I guess, is the Antarctic edition. So it's got like this really cool, nice frost style that's very light. Well, it's kind of I guess you can call it an ice blue, glacial blue, with and it kind of fumes, darkens out to the edges. And let me get a little closer. You can see some nice texturing, which is what it's great, because it's something definitely Seiko and Grand Seiko are kind of known for, just to have really cool dial designs and textures. And this one does have the little penguin feet on the left side, as you can see. But luckily, I mean, I saw this. I wasn't too sure about this when it first came out, along with some other ones, whether those penguin feet would be too noticeable. They seem to be in the renderings that they have for the product online, and I was like, I don't know, that might be a little too much, but when I saw this, and I was at the One and Wound wind-up in San Francisco a couple weeks ago, they had this at their wind-up shop that was set up on one side or corner of the watch fair, and we walked by there and checking out the stuff, and they had one of these on display, and I was like, oh, that's that Save the Ocean. And then from there, I kind of noticed that the dial wasn't actually all that. The penguin feet were pretty actually subtle in comparison to what I saw online, and you actually get just a general look at the overall. The dial itself, and its texture is this as one piece, one item, I guess, one unified thing. Not sure if I'm using the right words here, but the penguin feet basically do not stand out as much as I thought they would. And unless you catch it just at the right angle or light like this, you barely even know it's there, right? You just see the texture of the dial is quite detailed, and the tone of it and everything, especially from a distance, it's not super obvious anyway. So with that in mind, I kind of felt like, yeah, that's good. And I've been wanting another one of these 43mm tunas in stainless steel. I had forgot the model number, but the one that's got like a dark blue. It's got kind of a bit of patina to the indexes, and has a bit of the bezel insert is like a dark blue with a gold accents, or you might consider even like a tan color. Anyway, so if you look at my past videos, you'll probably know which one I'm talking about. And I did sell that gold and blue color. That part of it and the bezel wasn't quite what I wanted. Either wanted it all solid blue, or stainless steel, or silver, which this is, I think it looks pretty good in this configuration. So that's about it, I guess. The only thing is this, the placement of the date might throw off some people, but it's light enough, and I think the rest of it is fine. I mean, Seikos in general, that's almost a given that they're going to have a date wheel, if not a day and date. And the way I see it is, either it's at the 3 o'clock, the traditional position, right? They rarely do dates at the 6. All right, so let's just throw that out the window. So either it's going to be kind of at the 4:30 or it's going to be at the 3. If you do it at the 3, you're going to lose an index, one of the round ones, right, at the 3 o'clock in place of that, and that's going to throw off the symmetry, right? As it is now at the 4:30, you squeeze it in between the 4 and 5 index markers. At least you have the complete set of markers in the daytime, and yeah, maybe that date window might throw off the symmetry of the dial a bit, but either way, if you did it at the 3, it would still do the same. The other half of this is looking at it at night. So if you had the date at the 3 o'clock, then you'd lose that index marker most likely, or you'd have some other odd shape. So in the dark, you already lose that symmetry, but at least in this configuration, all the indexes are there and it's very symmetrical in the dark. So 1 out of 2 versus 0 out of 2, if there was a date position at 3, sounds like a better proposition, right? For having, 50% or 100 or 0% asymmetry in the day or night. Anyways, quick little rant about that in case people always throw off, oh, wish it didn't have a date. Yeah, ideally, but generally Seikos will almost always have a date. They rarely don't put one. It's just a practical feature that I think they just, as a brand, they just love to incorporate for the most part into their designs, one way or another. And basically most of the movements are going to have that. So anyways, this is getting kind of long, so I am going to check out, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.